So I was sitting with somebody over a cup of coffee the other day, and they asked me a question I haven't actually been asked before. They actually said, if you had to tell somebody the top 5 things that you should plan for an emergency, what would they be? Uh, I just sit there for a second, and my answer kind of surprised the both of us. I think most people expect me to say food or water or generators or something like that, maybe even med supplies or kits. And while those things matter, that's not where I started. I told them I wouldn't tell you to buy anything, and they looked at me like I'd actually lost my mind. I said the first thing I'd plan is actually communication, not radios, not satellite messengers, but actually having a plan. If you and your family are separated, how do you find each other? Who calls who? Where do you meet? And what if the cell towers are actually overloaded? Most people own communication equipment, but actually very few of them have discussed how you're going to communicate. The next one was really no surprise. Again, medical, right? But the difference was is I didn't tell him a trauma bag or 20 tourniquets, but I actually told him he needed a medical plan. And when you're looking at medical plans, you have to determine who needs medications. Do some of them need to be refrigerated? What happens if somebody gets injured? Where are the records? Who knows CPR? And actually, who has allergies? Medical emergencies happen every single day. And they're one of the few emergencies you're almost guaranteed to face at some point. Third one was actually evacuation, not because you're planning to flee the apocalypse, but because sometimes staying isn't an option. House fire, wildfire, chemical spill, flooding, you have to be able to leave in 5 minutes. And if so, where are you going? Who are you taking? Who's grabbing the dogs? Who's grabbing documents? That's all about the planning. The next one I told him was shelter, because most emergencies, you don't leave, you actually stay at home. Power outages, winter storms, extreme heat, smoke, pandemics. Can your house support you for a few days? What about the rest of your family? Somebody coming to meet you and that has to support them as well? What about food, water, lighting, heat, sanitation, and then comfort? Because that's what matters. Then I gave him one he hadn't even thought about, and that was recovery. Because everybody prepares for the emergency, but nobody prepares for the next day. Where are your insurance papers? Where are your photos of valuables? Where are your emergency savings? Copies of important documents? Who do you call? Where do you stay? How do you get back to work? Because the emergency eventually ends, but recovery is what determines how quickly life returns to normal. They sat there thinking for a few minutes, and then he turns to me and goes, "Hey, you never actually told me what to buy." I smiled. I said, because once you've answered those 5 questions about communication, medical planning, evacuation, shelter, and recovery, the gear almost buys itself. You stop buying gadgets and you start solving the problems that you face or could face. That's what preparedness has always been to me. Not collecting equipment, but thinking through tomorrow before tomorrow arrives. So I want you to think about this. If somebody asks you those 5 questions today, how many of those could you actually answer? Not someday, but today. Not very many.